Hello, this video will show how students can turn in their assignments on the iPad through the Haiku Dropbox. So what you're looking at right now is I've created an assignment on my computer in Haiku. I've given it a title, take this quiz on the iPad and turn it in on your iPad. I've given it a due date, and I've clicked Show in Dropbox. This is important. This has to be checked in order for students to be able to do this. And I attach my file. It's called Triangle Quiz. So I'm going to save my assignment, and this is what it will look like to the students. I'm done with it here. So now I'm going to switch over to the student perspective. Now on my iPad, I've logged in to Haiku on the mobile browser as a student, and I've brought up my assignment. So this is my assignment, and there's the quiz. So I'm going to click on the quiz, and it says 10 matching questions. Well, this is just a PDF in the browser, so I can't mark it up and actually take the quiz here. So what I need to do is open it up in another app. So I'm going to open it up in Notability. I'm going to create a new note. And here it is. So now I'm going to take my quiz. So I'm going to start writing C, F, J. And now that I'm finished taking my quiz, I want to turn this into my teacher. So I'm going to click up here on the little share option, and I am going to open this in another app. I'm going to open the note in Haiku Learning, and I'm going to hand it in. And when I say hand it in, it's going to ask me which assignment I want to hand it in for. I'm going to select my iPad assignment, and as you can see, it's been added right there. So I'm going to hand in my assignment. Okay. But that's not the only way a student can hand in their assignment on the iPad. If they're in the Haiku Learning app and they're looking at the assignments that they have that are due soon, they can click on one of those assignments, click on Activity, and as you can see here, this is the triangle quiz that I had already turned in. There's a hand in button here. If they click the hand in button, they can choose a file. Now if they have a Google Drive account, and I believe also a Dropbox account, they can have those linked so that they can upload files from those. So for example, this is my drive, and I can choose to upload a file. And when I click on it, it'll show up, and then I can hand that file in from my Google Drive. So then I've handed in 2 files for this assignment. And in fact, now there are more ways for students to hand in their assignments. So one of the ways is if they have Google Drive app installed, they can go to their Google Drive, they can find an assignment they may have been working on for a class, and then by clicking up the top right corner, they can open in Haiku Learning. It'll send the file, and then they can select an assignment to turn it into and hand in. So now you can see that I've handed in 3 different ways. And in fact, this option is now going to be available from just about any app that students use that connect to other apps. So for example, if they're in Pages, they can create something in Pages and hand it in as an assignment in Haiku. And this is a sample file that I have open. The way it would work is they would click Share and Print, open in another app. They would have to pick the format. They would most likely be picking PDF. It'll change it into a PDF, and then they select Haiku Learning, and then they can continue to hand it in the same process that you saw me handing the files in from the other apps. So that's how students can hand in assignments through the Haiku Learning app. with the iPad, which is the last piece of the puzzle for some of us who want to go almost completely paperless or even completely paperless in our classes. So now the way to give students assignments, have them complete the assignments, resubmit the assignments, and even to grade those and send the feedback back to the students is all now possible solely on the iPad.